Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here. I am back with another general reading for all of my Aries angels. If you are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all of my Aries placements. If there's a message in this reading for you, then stay, join us for a spell. Cross watchers, you are welcome as well. All right, just take in mind that this reading may or may not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. All right, do not force the reading. Okay, special thank you to each and every last one of you guys as we close out this year, for all of your support. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes. To those of you who donate, share my messages, book personal readings, shop the website. Thank you so very greatly. I am headed out to the post office and UPS after this reading so I can send out some of your candle orders, as well as I will be working periodically throughout today and tomorrow to finish up readings. Like I said, if you purchase a reading going forward, you will not receive it until the second quarter of January, because like I've been announcing, I'm taking a break, a much needed mental break, the first quarter of January, and then I will resume readings. So you can purchase, but I won't get to it until the second quarter of January, okay? But candle orders, I will be sending out per usual. You can still order candles as well, and soaps and oils, as well as I'll be doing general readings here and on my second channel. Go check it out, y'all. This morning's reading, I felt like I was talking to an Aries, like no lie. But Kiss My Cosmo is the name of my second channel. So check that baby out, because I know there's a message in there for you. All right, let's get into this reading. This is how they see you, how everyone sees you. Right? That's somebody in your family, in your friend circle, in your love life. You know, somebody on the street, when they see you, when they walk past you. Another zodiac sign. This is how the dog and the cat in your house feel about you. You know, we finna get down to it. We'll see what messages come out for you. Let's have some fun, y'all. What are y'all doing? What are your New Year's plans? I may come on here and hang out with y'all. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. See if I can get some extra readings out, because I think I plan on maybe staying in. Definitely not partying. Like I said, I'm trying to recharge and cleanse. So, but no shade to y'all who are. Be safe. But this is how they see you. The patient witch. Okay. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. So they may be saying you a busybody, you know, from the looks of it. Like I just mentioned, New Year's, you know, you might be the type that you always out, you know, every time they look up, you know, you posting, you in another city, you know, you're being invited to another event, or this is what they will be saying about you. Okay. Or this is how they will be seeing you. They see you as somebody who's important, you know, whether that's now or going into 2024, because this is how I feel that these readings, this particular reading is going forward towards the future here. And these are all things that we are going to have to learn, especially fire signs. Like, you have no choice but to be, you know, you come off loud without saying a word at all, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you know, patience is a virtue, you know what I mean here. So I feel like, even though you may seem like somebody, or you are supposed to be somebody who's a firecracker and impulsive and aggressive and all these other cliche definitions of Aries, which are mostly false, you know what I'm saying? People see you as somebody who's actually patient, but a witch at the same time. You know, it doesn't just have to be witch. It could just be something like I mentioned here. You're growing, you're maturing, you know. You just had a child, and so now, you know, it's kind of changed you. Your mothering instincts are kicking in, and maybe this is a different side to you that people are seeing for the first time, or, you know, you went through something and they're seeing that, you know, you handled it well, or you do handle things well here, and you are patient. You know what I'm saying? So that's good to know. Two of Pentacles. When life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. Okay. So I feel like people see you. This is giving, I ain't going to say like gypsy. It's kind of giving that. It's kind of giving hippie. It's kind of getting natural. I mean, it's giving that you are comfortable in your own skin, whether you have a little or you have a lot. People are clear on one thing, and that confidence comes strictly from you, from the inside out. You're not going out to try and find things to try and cover up or to pile on top of you so that you appear bigger or, louder or smarter or better than anyone here. Two is of balance. Is not like this kind of balance. It is this kind of balance. Equal. You are someone who is fair in your choices. When you fuck with somebody, you fuck with somebody, and sadly, when you feel like it's off, and then that's it. For you and that person. It's, the buck stops right there. And I feel like people, they automatically, they see this about you, and they see that when you say something, you're gonna actually come through with it. You're gonna actually do it. The moon. Taking time for deep self-reflection is essential. All right. I feel like people could see you as somebody who, you're a loner, and not just a loner. It's like when if somebody catches you out, if you're just minding your business or reading a book or journaling or having lunch out at a restaurant, alone, or at a coffee shop, or just in general when you're out doing everyday things. And if people get to catch a glimpse of you, I feel like they can see you connecting, with another time zone or another dimension, or with spirit, or it just looks like you're just having a moment where your awareness is on a different frequency, that is not something that is of spoken word. It's something that you got to feel, that you got to be on, that you got to be tapped into. Your third eye is just like, you can't see your third eye, but people can see that there is something activating inside of you, and that's where that's coming from, your third eye. You know what I mean? That's what the moon controls over. And some of you all may be moon lovers, moon gazers, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's said the moon is where divine feminine's superpowers are, or powers in general, are derived from. The Cancer rules over the moon, and that's the divine feminine, or it's a feminine sign here. So even though this is Pisces energy, it's still all connected here. Intuition, or you being a psychic or medium of some sort here. And you are just coming into your powers. You are just learning about yourself here, but somebody sees that something is different happening. Something different is happening inside of you. You are opening up something, or you are being granted a way where, people know, or people can see that you're going places, or you have the potential to create things or introduce things into this world that this world didn't know it was ready for. And that's all in the power of you. That's how they see you. They see you as a superhero out here, fighting crime, one Aries at a time. Ten of Swords is also, we had a few cards fly out, y'all, so I'm just going to run right through them. You hear me? Ten of Swords. All right, Gemini energy. Hurt people, and hurt witches hurt witches. Okay. Little Gemini energy. Little two-faced energy here. Some people would say that you two-faced. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because Aries, people mistake this, and I don't know why. But it's definitely like being two-faced. You know what I'm saying? People will expect you to show your entire hand, when you meet them, right? No. You know what I mean? That's where that moon energy comes in at. And most of you Aries, some of y'all are March Aries, right? So your Pisces energy is probably a little bit more heightened. It's you probably have a little bit more Pisces placements prominent in your chart, right? And Aries, April Aries, you guys are the same. You still are connected to Pisces, because Pisces runs into Aries, and each sign runs into the next. And so you have no choice but to inherit some of those powers and those natural abilities, right? So you let people do what they do here, and one thing about Gemini, it might be two sides and those two faces of Gemini, Aries, but you are multifaceted, multidimensional. You know what I mean? Here, there is nothing that you cannot do a lot of times here. It just takes you maybe to let it soak into your memory bank a few times. You know what I mean? But you're the type to be able to get out there and damn near be able to figure something out and do it on the first try. So people feel like you held out or you hold out on them. Whole time, they showing you somebody that they really not even in real life, but it's like, how dare you, you know, put me in my place, especially thinking when I had one over on you and you done beat the entire game. All right. That's why people are 10 of swords in at you. That's why sometimes people clap for your downfall or they don't clap for you at all. And people will call you an overachiever. But that's not something that's true. And it's damn sure not your fault. You know what I'm saying? For you to have to betray people and for you to really have to, attack them from the back, then that's where the hell those types of individuals deserve to be, behind your back. You know what I'm saying? At least when you do something, you're going to come correct. You're going to say it to their face. You're going to be direct. And a lot of times you're going to be blunt. And that's why you stay in your moon energy, because people like to run their mouth and people like to think like that they're perfect, in a lot of ways. But you know for a fact, that's not true. Especially with your psychic abilities and you being somebody that's comfortable in your own skin, you can tell when people not comfortable in theirs. And like I said here, it messes with people. They overthink when they're around you. They overthink when you're not there. You make people have to look at pieces of themselves or a mirror, and rip the Band-Aid off. You know what I mean here? And people may resent you for that. And they may see you in a negative light because of that, because you have the moon and the 10 of swords that came out one right after another. And this is almost like somebody wanting, I would hate, God forbid you got poisoned or anything like this, or this is just people also who see you in a negative light. They see what you do in a negative light. They see what you're connected to in a negative light. I'm just reading what's out here, y'all. The Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. Virgo energy. Did I not speak on you naturally being the loner of the zodiac? A lot of things that you're meant to put on this earth to do is not with a gang. Unless you have Aquarius highly aspected somewhere where that's a part of your career where that's going to help you excel in whatever it is that your purpose is, or what industry it is that you are deciding to reside in here. I feel like you could have like family members that resent you, or they feel away. They don't match up to you, or it's like people feel a way that you're able to travel, or and some people see you as too good to be true. It's also an energy of people not wanting to give you your props. It's because how do I say this? Is you have nothing to prove. It's like you are this library or this internet full of information, and you seek no reason to go out and put on a clown show in front of anybody, and people feel away when they feel like they're somebody and they know more than you and they've done more than you, and it makes them feel away when you don't acknowledge that about them. You know what I mean? But you're the type of individual where you could take it or leave it, and they're able to see this. They're able to see this, and it is definitely making them feel away inside of their Folger's cup. 2 of Cups, to where they may even sit down and have conversations about the way you have made people feel. Or this is mutual friends. These are people that you see as supposed to be loyal to you, that you see is supposed to be somebody who looks after you, has your back, is a good friend, somebody that will hold your secrets, somebody that you don't have to worry about backstabbing you. When in all actuality, this is the reason why you're a loner here, because you have somebody here is dealing with this now or has dealt with this. And you got people going out. Y'all supposed to be enjoying yourselves. The conversation is about Aries. People will tell you how they really feel about you or how they really see you and certain things that they say. Just remember that. You know what I mean? You think you're this, or, oh, I like your little that. It's just subtle ways that people may give you compliments here. And they not really compliments. Like if you read between the lines here. And the whole time, you're making an impression on these people, and at the same time, people hate on a lot of times on what they can't have or what they can't be or what they more importantly don't understand that is something is for you, is for you here, and things are unfolding. I feel like for you are going to be unfolding for you for the better here, and you're going to have to swallow a lot of hard pills about how people really feel about you, because they don't think, or I feel like they don't really feel as happy for you and cheering for you as you would really like to think, as you would really cheer for them. The World card. But you still just as happy-go-lucky. And Spirit is still saying, bravo, my child. Spirit sees you in the light that you need to be standing in, and that's the good light. Give me a few more, Spirit. It came out in reverse. This is the Four of Cups. Try not to be so picky, okay? I'll show you guys the upright. And of course, I told you it came out in reverse. Yeah. Oh, what's that saying? Two's a party, three's a crowd? Yeah. But like I mentioned here, you are already prepared. You are already an intuitive soul, connected into a higher source. So these are already downloads, that you'll process. Like I mentioned, person don't got to say it out their mouth how they feel or how they see you. You can read body language. It's in expression. It's in the stare, in the eyes. It's just in general here. You know, and they know too. It's like you're being preserved. I don't care what you've been doing or what you've been through here. When it's time for you to have it, you're going to have it. And they see that, People think that, oh, when they don't see you for a long time and you disappear from out of everybody's sights or, off social media, that something terrible must be happening in your life. But no, there is a breakthrough happening in your life here. And it's one that they're not ready for. It's going to be one they wish that they prayed that they were a part of. It's going to be one where they're going to be seeing you in a different light and asking for your forgiveness. The Chariot. Cancer energy. And yeah, you will forgive, but guess what? You're already on your way. So it's too late. You see things for what they are. And I feel like people see that you are not going to sit back and wait on them to get their shit together. Let's pull from the What's Tea deck. An offer. Dodging bullets. What did I say? People always want to wait until they fuck up. And then their brain turns on. You know what I mean? And then they want to come back. No. Dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. I mean, that sums up the reading. You know, you're not missing anything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, and I said this in a previous reading, you know, you think that people have changed. They have not. And it's getting worse than it has ever been. So if you want to give somebody some grace in 2024, let them see that you're giving yourself grace. And it ain't got shit to do with them. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. You give yourself some grace and you watch what Spirit do for you. Ace of Pentacles. Top dollar is what Spirit is willing to put on you. And that is what they see. This is how they see you. How they're already, I feel like I said, I think I said in this previous reading here, I feel like the ball is already rolling. It's already rolling in your court. Have you been practicing your jump shot? Is what Spirit wants to know. Because they see you got skill, agility. You know what I'm saying here? Knight of Swords also came out, and you're not a pushover. You very much well do have a voice and a lane that you in. Okay, and even though you're not in competition with nobody, they see that your bike here is getting just a little faster. You know, they thought you was back there in the distance. Now they starting to see you. They can see your shadow showing up, and it's getting closer and closer, faster and faster. You are ambitious, and they see that. And they see that it is going to get you places. And you are somebody who does have the drive to chase your dreams. You know, to rearrange things in your life, to move on, to be happy for you. Not nobody else. Because to get that ace, this got to start here, deep down in here. Like you activating each chakra one right after another. And it's not something that's easy. It's never going to be easy. Let me put that out there as well. Every day is a test. So if you think like there's some level that you get to and you beat the ultimate Bowser or whatever, it don't work like that. None of this works like that. That's why you got to remember it's a marathon. And people starting to see that you are preserved for this marathon. You put your running shoes on, your good running shoes on to run Spirit's race. This is how they see you. You're opening people's minds. They feel a way about it. King of Swords. We can all learn important things from one another here. Thank you, Spirit. Come all through it. Then I'm not just say you're opening people's minds. Young and old. You know, they're not going to tell you that necessarily. You might say something. They may go home and Google what you said or whatever, you know, information that you put out there. And damn it, they were right. Aries was right. You know what I mean here? You know, this is the impression that you are making. I feel like people look up to you and people think you're intelligent, whether you went to an Ivy League school or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you went to a HBCU or didn't go to school at all. You know what I mean? Here you walk in the room and you're able to, you read the same books that they read and you got the same brain that they got. So that's all you need to stand side by side with an individual like that. You know, because I see here like the Knight of Swords and the King, the King of Swords is a professional now. You know, somebody who's already in their field. You know, look how polished they are compared to like this college student type individual with the cell phone in one hand, barely reading a book in the other hand. You know, so I feel like people see you as someone who is distracted. But when you show up, your grades and your talents, you know, are all still on the same level. You know what I mean? It's just the way that you're packaged. You know, you may not be packaged just like somebody who likes to wear suits. You know what I'm saying? Or just somebody who is reserved. But you know what I'm saying? Your body, your everything else still works just as good, you know, and you still put in the same effort and you still put in the same time and energy as anybody else to get what you are supposed to get out of this lifetime. God don't have no picture on the wall that says you got to look like this, talk like this, sound like this, drive this, live in this for you to be blessed and for you to be moved up in life. You know what I'm saying here? That's why the Ace of Pentacles is out here for you, because with or without all that stuff, they still see you. That is how they still see you, as an Ace of Pentacles. You know, whether that's somebody you out here, you a mover and a shaker, or you moving up with that moolah. Either way, you making shockwaves through these people's cities, towns, and states. Let's get a few more. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Can you read that? Toxic witches. We just call them bitches. Because, I mean, why not? On the sideline. Hating on the magnificent one. The sun is right underneath that. How beautiful and radiant the sun is, you know. As I add a little orange and you got red. It's the color of Mars, baby. And that's your sister sign, Leo. The attention whores aren't so happy about your attention. Like I said, whether that's physical attention or attention from the divine here, you know, it's attention and it's chosen energy, you know, and it's how they see you. All right, let's get ready to wrap this up, Spirit. I feel like I've said enough. Ace of Wands is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Four of Pentacles. The Star is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. I said something about moon gazing earlier, but look at her. She's stargazing. And this is the card that came out. The writing is so small. Four of Pentacles. They see you as how they would see themselves had they only been just a little bit more righteous, a little bit more fair towards you. Had they not been so mean. Had they not misjudged you. Had they not put you in a box, a category. But now all they can do is, like I said earlier, see you. See your success, you know, right from the little window that they have left. Somebody's having to sit with themselves here and then just think about their greediness. Strength card. And how they tried to break somebody as soft as you. You know, as open and vulnerable as you are. And I say soft and vulnerable because it takes a strong individual to be able to express that and not feel like they being weak. And people were calling you weak. I'm sorry, y'all. I have glitter everywhere. But people were calling you weak. But now they see just how strong you are. And that maybe they've been doing it wrong this whole time. But one thing for sure about it, they see. They now fucking see. You know, it's two different photos of somebody sitting alone here. You know, she's sitting on the floor on a pillow. You know, and then here she's sitting on a couch alone. But she's got her pet. There's stars twinkling in her card here. So it just speaks volumes of how good follows you, how once you alchemize and create that frequency for yourself, it's like a station on a radio that you can always turn on and go to. But it's you. And they see that now. They see that. I'm going to leave this reading here, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button. 4 more messages from me. Look, we got the 9 of Wands. And there she is, baby, the queen. The Queen of Wands. I'm going to leave this reading here, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button. Go check out my readings on Kiss My Cosmo. You won't be disappointed. Okay? Ciao. I got work to do.